We are in Barcelona, Spain. It's our first time here together, and we're going to be showing you some great things to do for your first time in this awesome city. We're also here over New Year, so included in the list is going to be some New Year winter festive things as well. So since we're here on this beach, we might as well kick off with this area, which is where we're staying, called La Barceloneta. Lots of things in Barcelona are really expensive, so this is one that doesn't have to be because it's just a free beach. It's one of the most popular beaches in Barcelona, and it's really, really nice. We're here in the evening with the sun setting. It's absolutely beautiful. There's loads of restaurants, bars and eateries in the area, so pretty much anything you could want is around here. Like a massive fried potato thing with cheese.
Say again.
A massive fried potato thing with cheese. So if you're looking for something free or cheap to do in Barcelona, this is quite a good area. And you can also go and have a look at all the ridiculously huge super yachts docked in the harbour.
Hello, welcome to the yacht shop. Which yacht would you like?
This is our selection.
Which one are you picking?
The biggest one, obviously. Grace. Suits me.
Because you're full of grace.
I'm so graceful.
It's my one. It's classy, isn't it? Classy boat for a classy lady.
I'm full of grace, you're full of class.
Look at us go.
Yeah. One of the things Barcelona is famous for is their work of Gaudi, the architect who designed loads of buildings, and where we are right now, which is called Park Güell. And he had a kind of really unique, modern kind of architectural style. You'll see a lot of his stuff here in Barcelona, and where we are, Park Güell is one of the cheaper ways you can come and see some of his work. It's €10 to get in, and let's go and show you around. As you'll be able to see from the video, it's incredibly touristy, obviously including us, we are tourists, but that's for good reason, kind of shows how popular it is. There's also a really, really impressive view from up here. Jess,
Yeah.
what do you think about Park Güell?
It's so pretty. Yeah, it's unusual. It's not like any other park I've ever been to. I feel like I show a fun fact. This square that we're in was intended to hold like theatre shows. Fun fact. You had a nice time.
It's alright.
Is it just too busy?
It's insanely busy. Like, obviously it's like a major tourist thing in Barcelona, so you expect it to be busy, but it is absolutely manic. It's rammed, you can barely move for people. Do you want to explain what we're doing?
Sweating is what I'm doing. So we're on a cable car that takes you up to the mountain, which is where the castle is and various other things. But to get here, we had to go up a massive hill with loads of stairs. On a hot day, it's like 20 degrees, so wet. But, we're on a cable car. Look at us go. Oh, it's fast, it's fast. Oh, it's really fast.
We're off proper. Bloody hell.
Does it get nervous?
I feel like I want to sit in the middle and balance it out. It feels like it speeds up as it comes in.
I think it does.
I don't like roller coasters. Bit of athleticism for you to get off. Ooh, nailed it. Right, let's go.
As soon as you get off the cable car, you literally walk around the corner and you're at the castle. Let's go see it.
so far I'm not overwhelmed by the castle, but maybe I'm judging prematurely.
Yeah, we haven't even got inside yet. We've got to wait until we get some inside.
Alright, let's crack on. Well, yeah, I might have to revise my previous comments just based on this view, because that's pretty amazing. Yeah, this is the tallest point on this mountain.
Ooh, fun fact time.
Oh, no, that was it. This is the fun fact. Well, it's not so fun fact actually. This castle was never used to defend Barcelona. It was actually used to attack it in the uprising of the Catalonian people against the Spanish people. So it's got kind of a dark history actually. So that was my fun fact, or not so fun fact.
Final thoughts on the castle is, if you want a nice view on a nice day, lovely. As far as castles go, I'm a little bit disappointed there's no history on the castle. There's no info about it. Not that I've seen, I could be missing something. The rooms have been made modern. I was excited to see some history, some old building and old bricks. They've put like exhibitions in, so you can go and learn a bit of whatever's on at the time. I don't know, I wanted more castle for my castle. We have found some history.
Yeah.
I'll take that back.
But it's not very obvious, and they're not, I don't know, they're not kind of displaying it. Maybe it is because it's kind of a site of kind of controversy, or not controversy, but for the Catalan people it's like there's some negative connotations in this place, so maybe they're not looking to kind of show off that history. Not bad, is it?
No, not bad at all.
This is La Sagrada Familia, and is probably the most famous Gaudi work in Barcelona. He designed the thing, and it's been being built for over 150 years, I think, and they're hoping to finish it in 2026. So it's been a long time in the making, but it's pretty damn impressive.
You're just struck by the light coming through the stained glass windows. I don't think you can do it justice on camera.
No.
It's beautiful. And it's like a sunset or a sunrise on the red yellow.
Yeah. It's like he took a cathedral and made it more fun.
Gryffindor. Thoughts?
I couldn't tell you anything about what characterises Gaudi's style, but to me it's like, this is what a cathedral would look like in a parallel universe, or in a dream. It's taken what's usually quite sombre in a cathedral and made it kind of fun.
It's Alice in Wonderland theme.
Yeah, there's something magical and dreamlike about it, which is really cool. Where are we now?
Are you ready for this? Let's hope I get it right.
Give it a go.
Hospital de la Santa Cruz y San Pau.
And why are we here?
Well, it was a hospital from 1916 to 2009. Definitely not reading this. And so now it's like a really important architecture site. If you look at the map, what we didn't realise is there's actually several buildings that you can go to. And I think some of them are like arts, some of them are a bit more about the building, some of them are a bit about the history. So yeah, I'm excited to see what we find in this one.
I think one of the reasons the hospital is really popular and is a kind of historic thing now is because of the architecture. It's that very Catalan architecture.
And it's not Gaudi this time.
Yeah, it's not Gaudi. It is Catalan, but it's not Gaudi. Probably not the best thing to say about it, to be fair. But it kind of reminds me of like an old-timey artsy horror movie would be based in a hospital that looked like this.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean?
I get you. Where are we going?
We're going into a tunnel.
Oh, come on, a bit more enthusiastic than that.
We're going into a tunnel. I'm enthused about the tunnel. That's why hospitals are kind of creepy in films and stuff, because there's something creepy about like the highly sanitized, clinical, everything's so clean and bare. There's something creepy about it, and this has definitely got that kind of vibe. Overall, I think it's mainly the architecture and the design and the decoration inside the buildings, like the tiles and the colours and the high ceilings and like lots of glass windows for light and things, that is the most interesting thing about the hospital. There are some interesting historical bits and bobs about it, but I think mainly it's just the look of it, it's the decoration, the architecture, which I think is quite cool. It's completely different to anything that we see in the UK. So I quite like it, mainly for the architecture rather than the history bits, personally, but that's just me.
I like the history.
You like the history?
And the architecture.
Cool.
Recommend.
And in terms of price, you're looking at €16 per person. So we're back at the hospital that you've already seen during the day, and they do a light show. It's kind of a festive thing. We're going to go and have a look around, and there's kind of light tunnels and things over there and all sorts of stuff projected onto the buildings. So we're going to go and have a good look around and show you the same place at night.
Let's go to the light tunnel.
It's the end of the day, we're tired. It's very cool though. I like the lights, it's very magical.
It's pretty.
Yeah. The light show was an additional €12, I think, on top of the entrance price that we paid for the hospital earlier during the day. So it's not a huge amount, but it is an extra cost.
We're in Gaudi house, Casa Batllo.
Batllo, I think. What is it?
It's a house that Gaudi built.
Cool.
It's got unusual architecture as per Gaudi. I'm excited to see what it has. Should we go?
Cool. What I didn't realise is that a family actually lived here, so it had to be designed to be able to be used as an actual house that people would live in, so it kind of couldn't be too weird because it had to actually have some function to it. But it's kind of a pretty cool place to live, and like they had kids that grew up here. It's a weird house to grow up in, but very cool. I like the fact everyone else is going up the stairs, you're going under them.
To see where it's going.
Does it go anywhere? Into a magical land?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going down the rabbit hole. I really liked it. I think it is one of the most unusual places I've ever seen. I just think someone with this creative brain is, I don't know, just an amazing person really. The whole house had like an aquatic theme. You can definitely see that. Like glass that distorts to make it look like waves, and the glass with the light coming through and the blues and the greens. It was €35 each to get in, which is I think the most we've paid for all of the excursions here. A lot of money. But I think if you're coming and you can afford it, it's worth coming to see. That's where the treasure is.
Call back to our last video.
In the other video.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Wolverine's been in town.
Yeah. So the guy was saying keep to the left in Spanish, and you panicked and said Merci. Wrong country.
Oh no, I've got to go home already.
Well, we need to go back to France so that you're clearly desperate to speak French, so we need to go back to France.
Oh, that shouldn't be allowed out of the house.
So the cathedral is really cool. It's very cathedral-y, very impressive.
I think the unique thing about this one is that you can go up to the roof and get a view of Barcelona skyline, which definitely recommend if you come get the ticket for the roof as well.
Yeah, I think it's a standard thing. Your standard ticket was €9 each, and that included access to the roof. There's a bit of a queue to get to the roof, so it's quite popular, but it's definitely worth it to get a really nice view of Barcelona. Not a huge amount to say about the cathedral, but it looks very, very impressive. The Gothic style is really cool. You get kind of a lot more like spiky bits, which is quite cool to look at.
Really, really good artist critiquing here.
Yeah, we're nowhere near sophisticated enough to tell you anything about the Gothic style, but it's really cool to see, and we'd recommend coming if you're in Barcelona.
And just looking at the architecture and the artwork that's from, you know, so many centuries past, and it's still there. Very cool. Recommend.
It's New Year's Eve, and we have come to experience Barcelona's long-running New Year's Eve tradition of the Magic Fountain. It's a huge fountain over in this part of the city that puts on a kind of light and music show for New Year's Eve. So there's like music and lights and things that choreograph in time with the different shoots off the fountain. So we've come over to see that. It's currently only about 8 o'clock, so we've got a few hours yet. But we're going to go and grab a drink somewhere and sit and wait for the new year, and then see it in with the fountain and light show.
Happy New Year!
Possibly. Spiky.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You look like King Kong climbing the tree.
No.